Hi, and welcome to Conectados, a weekly space where we connect with resources, technology, ideas, neighbors, stories, and much more. I am your host, Cris Oviedo, and I am very happy to be with you today. Conectados is a space that looks to connect us to one another and bring us together. And today we are creating with the upcoming events for the weekend. We are also going to have our financial weekly segment and much, much more. And we're going to start connecting with some of the national holidays that are happening between now and next Tuesday. I want to start connecting with celebrating all the men in our community. Yesterday, November 19th, was International Men's Day, a day that focuses on men's health, highlights male role models, and promotes positive expressions of masculinity. Men's Day, as we know it, was created by Jerome Tillotson from the University of the West Indies in 1999 in Trinidad and Tobago. Jerome realized that even though there was a day for fathers, there was no day to celebrate men who didn't have kids or who were young boys and teenagers. He also understood the importance of positive male role models, as his father had been an excellent example for him. And so he chose to celebrate International Men's Day on November 19th, the day of his father's birthday. Since then, International Men's Day serves as an opportunity to promote positive aspects of male identity and a way to cut negative gender stereotyping. Today is also globally organized Hug a Runner Day, a Go Hard Day for its abbreviation, a holiday created by a cross-country runner with the intention of showing appreciation and encouragement to all runners in our lives. So if you have a runner in your life, go hard today and hug them tight. The third Thursday of November is the Great American Smokeout, a day that challenges smokers to give up cigarettes for 24 hours and take the first step toward quitting cigarettes. This year, it falls on November 21st, so if you or someone you know is a smoker, I encourage you to share this information and join in this movement. November 21st is also World Television Day. This instrument that most of us have in our houses and serves as a way to educate, inform, entertain, and influence our decisions and opinions, has its own holiday since 1996, as the United Nations acknowledged the power that television held back then and continues to hold today. National Flossing Day is celebrated annually on the fourth Friday in November, intended to follow Thanksgiving Day. Very clever, if you ask me. This holiday stresses the importance of flossing your teeth every day, not just the day after Thanksgiving, in order to maintain good oral health. November 26th is International Cake Day, and the word cake itself goes back to Vikings time. But the first recorded evidence of cake making dates back to ancient Egypt, where cakes were baked as offerings to the gods. These ancient cakes were more like bread in their appearance and sweetened with honey, and from there on, cakes have evolved to different shapes, flavors, and types, and many other nuances. And today, they're staples at celebrations, including birthdays, weddings, and all types of gatherings. And with that sweet piece of information, let's welcome Jasmine for Making Change for our weekly financial segment.
Once you have that initial budget, you're going to analyze that budget to see, where am I overspending? Where can I cut down on expenses? I know that one of the key things I hear with a lot of clients, I mean, even myself, you don't realize how many apps that you subscribe to, how many subscriptions you have, until you're working on your budget and you're trying to figure out where this $11.65 came from Apple. That was your music app. I see it on my statement every month. That's something that's important for me though for working out. And that's I want to say that when you're working on your budget, the idea is not to necessarily deprive yourself. It's almost like going on a diet. If you tell yourself you go straight from your what would have been your regular eating habits to I'm just going to do a raw food diet, it won't work. So give yourself some grace and be gentle on this. So as part of that second step, you're going to look and see, are there areas where you're overspending? Are there areas where you can cut back to try to level out what your budget is going to be so that it's close to what your income is? Some things that you should be aware of if you automatically, certainly if you see that you're overspending, that your expenses are more than your income, do that right away. If you see that even your expenses are totally equaling your income, but you don't have savings as part of your expenses, do that right away because we want to create some wiggle room for you here. So, step two, analyze that budget. Are you overspending in any of those areas? Are there areas where you can reduce any of the spending, or you might find less expensive options, or that you might be overpaying? That's step two. Analyze that budget, see where where you can close that deficit or those gaps, and then we'll talk about step three.
Hi, Santiago Carrera here. Here is the real estate tip of the week. I know many people are not moving during the holidays, but if you do, one of the recommendations that I have is to change the light bulbs from your house. It's gonna brighten your home, it's gonna make the house look bigger and more appealing to potential buyers. There you go. See you next week with another tip.
Thank you to Making Change and their team, and to our new partners, Santiago Carrera Realtor Group, for their continued support. Look out for their weekly segments on Conectados. Our guest today, unfortunately, was not able to make it to our show. We were going to talk about running, and but I still wanted to tell you a little bit about it because I think it's important. There's a couple of running opportunities. We're going into the holiday season. I know it's getting colder, and I know it's not so inviting necessarily to go out for a run. However, I want to challenge you and I want to challenge myself to find ways to continue to be active because specifically running has a lot of benefits for life. Running is very good for your cardiovascular health. Running strengthens the heart to pump more efficiently and use oxygen better. It can also help with weight loss. I remember actually that a few years back when I was a regular at the gym. This is before the pandemic, and maybe this is your experience as well. I know that before the pandemic, I had a routine. I would go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I was doing Zumba every day. I love to dance, and that's how I stayed healthy. That's how I took care of my body. That's how I moved. That's how I also took care of my mental health. And then the pandemic came. And then it was really hard for me, and it continues to be really hard for me to get back into an exercise routine. I have put so many other responsibilities on my schedule that it's simply just difficult to make the time again to go to the gym. And it's also difficult, even when I don't have anything on my schedule, to force me to go to the gym, to take that first step and just go to the gym. So, you don't have to run a marathon tomorrow. You don't have to do a 10K. You don't have to do a 5K. You can walk for 5 minutes. You can walk for 10 minutes. If this is something that you're not doing already, but you are interested in incorporating into your life, let me tell you what I did the other night. It's so cold outside. I know. And it was past 8 o'clock. I didn't want to go to the gym. I didn't want to leave my house. But I had just finished a long day at work. I had been sitting for most of the hours. I knew I needed to move my body. So what I did, but I also wanted to kind of like release and just sit and watch TV. So I combined the two. I put on a series on one of the channels. It was Matlock, and instead of sitting and watching, I walked in front of my TV and I watched that episode. And then another episode came on and I watched that one too. And when I came upstairs ready to sleep, I felt relaxed. I felt satisfied. I felt happy. I was tired too. So I was ready for bed. So, again, running is great for weight loss. It builds lean muscle, it increases metabolism, and it can help, you know, ultimately that weight loss. It's great for mental health. As I was saying, it can improve your mood, it can reduce your stress, it can increase feelings of self worth. Just the fact that you did it, just praising yourself and feeling good that you did something for you. I also do, because I am starting in the cycle. This is my personal process that I'm going through right now of becoming more active again. I um i am doing some yoga videos on a regular basis, and at the end of the yoga video, most of them say, thank yourself. Even if it's a 5-minute video, it says at the end, thank yourself for showing up today on your mat, for taking this 5 minutes, for taking this 3 minutes, for taking this 10 minutes, however many minutes you can give to yourself to take care of you. Thank yourself for that. It's going to make you feel so much better, and it's going to continue to encourage you in this journey of becoming active. It also helps your immune system. So, running boosts the immune system by circulating protective cells faster to fight bacteria, viruses, and fungi. So, winter's coming. There's going to be a lot of that. If we strengthen our body through exercise, not saying that you're never going to get sick, that's not what I'm saying, but you're going to be stronger to fight it off. There's also something that's called a runner's high, which is a real phenomenon that can cause a feeling of euphoria or calm after exercise. One of my previous interviewees, Jocelyn Castañez from NAMI, her experience is beautiful, where as she was in the peak of issues at home with her child who was having suicidal ideations, that's when she started running. That's when she found running. She's an avid runner nowadays. She runs for her mental health, for her physical as well. But she started running because she needed to relieve that stress. She needed to relieve her worries. She needed to take care of herself so she could take care of her child who was having mental health issues. So, that calm after the exercise, it just that impact that it has in your mental health it's worth it to give yourself those 5, 10, 20, 30, however many minutes you can give it. And it doesn't have to be daily. Start with one day. If you're going from zero, start with one. This week do one. Maybe next week you do two, maybe the following you do three. Just continue to build up, continue to build up. I would say do daily 5 minutes, so that it becomes a habit, and then you're going to start craving it. That's what's happening to me. High impact running is a high impact activity which forces on the body up to 4 times body weight during each foot strike. Um, the human body is built for endurance running with features like the shape of the feet, length of the legs, and ability to sweat. I mean, if you think about it, the first man and woman had to run for their lives. So we are built for running. The treadmill versus outdoor. It says that running on a treadmill provides a uniform environment, but outdoor running can be riskier due to weather and ground conditions. So right now in the winter, do what I did the other day. Just kind of walk or run in front of your TV and enjoy that. I don't have a treadmill because that's running is, I love to walk. You will see me around Centennial Park. You will see me around Lake Elkhorn. You will see me around different places in Howard County walking. I love to walk. Running is a little harder for me, and I have never been able to develop it as a way of exercise. Um, but, with that said, the important part here is to move. And I do know for a fact, I have very close friends who the moment they started running, they started to see all of the benefits that I'm mentioning, especially the weight loss. You can really, if you're looking to lose weight, running, it's a really good way to lose weight. So if you don't have a treadmill, don't think that you have to have one at home to be able to run. Go up and down the stairs, run in place. I know when I had a Fitbit, that's what I would do. I would just walk and or I would just pace, or I would just run around, in my living room. And I didn't have a big house and I didn't have a big space at the time, but I was literally just going around my sofa in the living room. So there's ways. If you really want to do it, you're going to find ways. You're not going to find excuses. And running outdoors also burns more energy than running on a treadmill because of air resistance. So just some ideas around running, since that was the guest that I had for today. Um, but more than that, I guess, as we're going into the holiday season, as we're preparing for the winter time, as we are just more prone to want to be home. I say want to be home because it's cold outside. It's a little harder to get yourself out back once you're home. And if you're working from home, I know you don't want to go out when it's dark at 5, when it's cold. But even to deal with, that very real feeling of it is 5 o'clock, it is so dark, you don't want to be out, it makes you feel tired easier, it makes or sooner or faster, it makes you feel lonely. It's nighttime, it's 5 o'clock and it already feels like midnight. Find something that you enjoy. Find something that brings you joy, that something that makes you move, something that keeps you active, so that you can take care of you. And by taking care of you, you're going to take better care of yourselves. The holiday season is upon us. Next week is Thanksgiving. In just a few weeks after that, we're going to have Christmas and New Year's. And I know that can cause a lot of stress for many people. A good way, a very good way. Doesn't have to be expensive. You can join a gym if you would like. You can join a class if you would like. You can also do it for free at home. You don't need to have weights. You don't need to have machines. You don't need to have anything. You can watch a video on YouTube. You can follow a video on YouTube. I know I do that for myself. You can just put some music and start moving. You can just start pacing, back and forth in your living room, in your bedroom, up and down the stairs. It doesn't need to be something expensive. It doesn't have to have money. But what it is going to have is a great impact on your physical health, on your mental health, and therefore it's going to have an impact in your relationships with yourself, with your family, and everybody that surrounds you. So that's, again, since I don't have an interview, unfortunately, this morning, that's an idea, that's a thought that I want to bring to you. Take care of you this holiday season. Just be active. Be active in any way possible that you can. Just move yourself, just dance, just do something that makes you happy. Go up and down the stairs, walk, run. Just take care of you this holiday season. We're going to take a little break and we'll be right back. And we're back with Conectados. Let me tell you about our weather today, Wednesday, November 20th. 65 degrees for the high, 39 degrees. It looks like there is a chance for rain this evening, so just be ready and prepared for that. A little bit of a little idea about faith. Faith is not believing that God can, is knowing that He will. So keep that in mind. And next, we're going to connect with the events that are happening around this county this coming weekend. We have an invitation to come to Mount Hebron High School this weekend and enjoy the play Alice in Wonderland. Join Alice as she tumbles down a rabbit hole into the whimsical world of Wonderland, where she encounters a cast of quirky characters, enjoys tea parties, riddles, all under the concept of being sentenced to off with her head. And if you would like to take it one step farther, you can come Sunday, November 24th at 12 p.m. for the Mad Hatter Tea Party. Starting at noon, come and enjoy crafts, treats, character meets and greets, and tea, of course. And stay for the show afterwards where you will enjoy preferential seating. You can find all the details and purchase tickets at mounthebrontheater.org. Let me go ahead and throw that out on the comments for you so you can look for your tickets there and go and support our youth. The Stacking Against Cancer Foundation is hosting its annual running festival this Saturday, November 23rd. Come to Turf Valley Town Square this weekend and run for a good cause. The race starts and finishes at Turf Valley Town Square and runs through Turf Valley Golf Course. Stay and celebrate your run at the finish line party and enjoy music from Dixon and the Patman Band, Bloody Marys, oysters, beer garden, and much, much more. Get your tickets at stackingrunningfestival.com. I am throwing that on our comments as well, so you can look for that and get your tickets and go running. Go running this weekend. And if you prefer a different option, I have another one for you for running. We have Northfield Elementary School is hosting a family run on Saturday too. Come out, exercise, and have a good time. There will be a 1 mile and a 3 mile time event along with the toddler race. Everyone is welcome and encouraged to run just for fun. The fun starts at 9 a.m. And for all the details, you can visit the link that, again, I'm dropping on the comments for you. Come to Town Center Laurel this Saturday with the whole family and enjoy the annual tree lighting ceremony with a very special guest who dresses in red and white and flies instead of driving. You guessed it, the one and only Santa Claus. Ignite the holiday spirit with this free event and maybe create memories and even new traditions with your family. Next Monday, November 25th, the Department of Community Resources and Services will be giving away Thanksgiving baskets to all residents in need. Come by either one of the 2 locations on screen and take home your basket. Please note you can take only 1 basket per household, and they will be given away on a first-come, first-served basis while available. The giveaway will start at 4:30 p.m. For more information, you can contact Valerie Mathis at 410-313-0220, or you can contact her via email at bmathis@howardcountymd.gov. I am putting that contact information on the comments as well. Please pass this information along to those who you know could definitely benefit from a basket on this holiday season. I also wanted to let everyone know that there's a new bus route in town. Route 410 is up and running, taking residents from the mall in Columbia to the Howard County Public School System Central Office Campus on Maryland 108. And there's multiple stops in between, as you can see there on the map. You can check out all the details, get your digital passes, track buses in real time, and more by downloading the Transit app. So, new bus route 410 in town. Check it out. If you're a bus rider, well, now you have an opportunity. And that is all I have for us this weekend. That's, everything that's happening around the county. If you would like to have your events included, please email me at info@crisoviedo.com. I'm putting that on the chat for you as well. info@crisoviedo.com. And that's all I have for our show today. Like I said, unfortunately, our guest had to cancel at the last minute, so I apologize for that. But I hope that by sharing some of my own journey with running, with walking, with exercise in general, I have inspired you to just get moving and take care of you this holiday season, and every season, really, every day. It's not just in the holiday season that we need to take care of ourselves. So if you have ideas, if you have guests, if you would like to be a guest, if you have a story that you would like to share with others, please connect with me. Please send me a message. Please send me an email. I put my email on the links there for you, on the comments there for you. I want to continue to build this platform, bringing you information, bringing you resources, bringing you stories of our people, highlighting all of the good things that are happening right here in Howard County and all of the good people that we have right here in Howard County. We are living in very divided times. There's a lot of division. And I think that we are divided because we're focused on our differences. And I want this platform to be a place where we actually connect with each other. That's why the name is Conectados, because I want to foster connection. I want to foster collaboration. I want us to be able to see past our differences and just be able to see ourselves as human and recognize that as imperfect as we all are, we're all valuable. We all have so much to bring forward. We all have so much to give to each other. And that's what this place is for. That's what Conectados is for. So if you are an organization and you would like to tell others about what you're the good work that you're doing, please contact me. If you are somebody who has a story that could inspire others. And please know that every story, every life story can inspire others. Please contact me. If you are a business and you would like to have your services on our show, please contact me as well. So there's opportunities for all kinds of stories, for all kinds of people to be highlighted here in Conectados so that we can continue to build a beautiful community of Howard County and connect and get together and just unite with one another. Thank you so much for being with me. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I will be back on Friday in Spanish. If you have people in your life who speak Spanish and you would like to connect them with the show, just let them know to look out on Friday at 9 a.m. I will be back. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. And until next time, I am Cris Oviedo.